Hello there, I'm Stormfly. Nice to meet you. I am known for having the best levels in Geometry Dash. Okay, let's be real here with what this video is about. So for anyone who knows me and my levels, majority of people would know them to be rather difficult and annoying. While there are exceptions such as Achondrite and Scardian that I would defend in a heartbeat, the old level remakes have become rather infamous levels on their own for their gameplay. Most of the time, that is understandable. They have a rather unique kind of level design, as well as a solid demonstration of not understanding what makes a level actually fun to play. Back in the day when I had actually released and verified all of these levels, I had a rather simplified mindset on what I wanted to achieve with them. I wanted them to end up high on the spots of the demon list. Kind of funny looking at that now today, but yeah, that used to be my main motivation for releasing some of these levels. This also implied that I didn't prioritize the idea of actually having fun with the levels at all. All that mattered to me was that the levels ended up on the demon list as high as possible, which looking back at that, man, I was fucking sad. For quite a while now, I have looked back at these levels and sometimes considered what I could have done differently with them. The decoration approach could have been better, the gameplay balancing could have been improved, and the general hosting process could have been approached differently. But this was back then. I didn't have the knowledge and experience that I have today, so I cannot fault myself for mistakes I didn't understand well over 5 years ago. But with my skill at the game being way higher than back then, and I have quite a lot of experience with the editor and making levels, I came up with an idea. Now that all of these levels are off the demon list because of all the ridiculous Extreme Demon releases from the community, I figured I would go ahead and fix whatever stupid nonsense I could in my uploaded levels. Now, I will resort this to just my rated levels, since majority of those old unrated levels from over 6 years ago are either bad or completely irrelevant. The Silent Clubstep remix Silentium Gradas I am not going to go near, as that isn't my level that I hosted. Hence it is not up to me if they want an update of me making it better to play. And considering the vultures that surround Silent Clubstep and doing everything they can to keep it shit to play, I probably wouldn't be convincing anyone. So instead, I'm going to start with the first rated level that I have on my account, which is the Hell Zone. Alright, so here begins the verification process of the Hell Zone. So what I have done is fix 2%. These platforms have these invisible things next to them, so you don't under or overshoot it. I fixed so that this doesn't kill you if you happen to do this jump too well, because you have to hold here. This has been changed completely. This structure, there's no longer a chance that you're going to fall on it. Editor's note here. This is literally the same fix that I made back in 2016. Quite literally all I've done here is just repeat the same fix I did in 2016, because apparently at some points with the version I had uploaded, I had intended to get the unnerved part back in. Which, yeah, congratulations, I'm an idiot. This has been changed a little bit. We have this structure have been moved down slightly to make it less awkward, and this is no longer a big spike anymore, but it's a, I think it's a mini spike in the verified version too, but this one is now a half spike. Then we have this spike that in the unnerved that Cyclic released, this used to be a big spike with a purple orb timing on it, which is garbage, so I'm keeping it as it was, but I'm making it a little bit harder because it used to be moved over there before. This over here has been rebuffed into how it was in the original Hell Zone, but none of Cyclic's buffs are in this at all, and this is all that remains. So with that said, I'm gonna go on a recording spree to see yeah, how well I can do this. And yeah, we'll see you on the other side when this level has been verified. Can I not do that? Can you not? Like, I feel sluggish whenever I, like, try to do that. Like, I, for some reason, just feel like I'm missing it. I just, like, I'm too slow to react for some reason, even though I know it's coming up. It's also the fact that for some reason they decided to make that entire part invisible while also making it the absolute hardest one in the entire level. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but yeah, they did. Can you not? Like, man, I hate that part. Like, I've done what I can to fix Korea Core, but man, what an annoying part that can be. I hate that it does, like, that's some, just that's something I just cannot fix, because that's just their intended design. Like, I hate that. Why did you make it invisible? That would have killed me, by the way. At that ball platform with the yellow, invisible yellow orb on it. If I had not put those platforms there, I would have been dead now. Yeah. Good fix. Man, I am cursed over there. I cannot get past that. Why? Why am I struggling with that? Nice. That's why GD is the best game in the world, right there. Nope. Oh, it's like that and another choke point coming up, which would be like, yeah, the big ones, so to speak. I am the fucking worst player in the goddamn game. I'm actually so fucking shit. I died to that. It's the pulsing objects. The pulsing objects throw me off. Like, why have you put that there? An asshole level design. There we go. Got like an 83 death, 2 86 deaths, and 1 87 death, and then 175 as well. So unnecessarily convoluted, but there we are. That is the verified update, which I don't know when I'll release it. It's the 5th of November now. I don't know when this will be uploaded and released, but whenever that video comes out, this is what you're going to be hearing. Alright, so hello everybody, and here we have the Hell World update, which has changed quite a lot of things. I have a full list of stuff here that I want to mention. This has been changed. These entire spikes and this orb has been moved one entire step to the left. Since it was skippable, now you can't skip it. Now you actually have to do this timing properly. This has been fixed over here. These things used to not move. The glow inside the blocks, for some of them, moved outside. That's now been fixed. Here has gameplay changes completely. We have, yeah, just new stuff everywhere. And it's been mainly designed so it's not as awkward. It's pretty straightforward. It's just like, there's like one tough timing, which is this one. But everything else, it's very straightforward once you just learn it. This spike has been nerfed. It used to be over here before, which was shit. So, I made it so it's just a traditional ball timing. Nothing particularly standing out here otherwise. This has been changed as well. This used to be like that. Ignoring the spike in the middle there. It used to be like this, but the issue you were facing with then was the potential of once you hit this timing, it will hit the block on the way down. The second one here, which is not the point of the timing, so that was just removed. And now a massive change here. This entire timing has been changed so that instead of having to aim for a gap in between these two spikes, you instead just have to nail the timing and then you move along on your way. This choke point's been changed a little bit, and as you can probably see over here, massive changes over there, which I'll go through in a second. This pretty much remains the same. The only exception is I have added these things back so that Korea Course block design is shown throughout this entire ship instead of having this weird black fade off that the original remake had for some strange reason, and it just looks better. It looks better and it's much nicer now. And now for the biggest thing, my part. I have pretty much revamped the whole thing. I have added so that it's more alive, there's more stuff going on in it. It's has some background effects, which you can see over here. They are not working as they should where you see them here, but it's been a nice update here. And this is it's just a general update that's been going through the whole thing, and then it just reaches the end as normally. And that is it. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I get lucky. It's not a bad level at this rate. It's like it's actually much better to play. It's much smoother, it's much better, but there's still some elements that I couldn't really fix without just straight up removing the timings. So we'll just have to see how this goes. I'll let you know by the end of the re-verification, what I think of this new version. Wonderful. Cannot do that timing. Big surprise, right? What a big surprise. Jesus. Even now I get nervous with that. Man. Yeah, this was a bit annoying this time because, like, I gave up yesterday. I finished the recording when I said, like, I will let you know how it was gonna go. I kept going the same day, and I got 76 twice because of the stupid ship game mode. I f***ing hate that game mode. And then after that, I just kept dying to stupid nonsense over and over again. And it wasn't the level's fault per se, but man. But there it is. The final version of this level has now been verified and done. It's the 13th of November 2022. Yeah, the Hell World is still a better experience right now. And it's overall just a better level to play. So whenever this video is coming out, you are going to be able to play this version yourself. Okay, so here we have the updated version of the Hellfield, which already from the get-go, there's been a change here at the start. It's not like way too close to the start anymore. So why was this changed? It's to account for a restoration error. What this first section is a compilation of Son 0924 gameplay. All of this is his gameplay. It's not anyone else's. It's the original Hell series creator's gameplay. But this section in particular, if you look at the editor image and how this looks, you will see that it's like right on the edge of here where the editor stops. And that is because there is a fact that I forgot to consider when I was originally preparing this gameplay, which is that in the earlier versions of the game, there's basically by default 10 blocks of space that you can't control. Like that was just going to be there whether you wanted it or not. So yeah, the whole section was moved forward. The whole thing. There's also some stuff over here that had to be removed as a result. The quad that was over here was unfortunately removed to account for that. G's logo remains. It's just unfortunate I had to get rid of that. I don't know if it's still up here. No, there it is, yeah. And over here we have some big changes. We have a lot of changes, in fact, that are probably not even visible to you at first glance. I don't remember how this looked originally, but what I can tell you is that the corners here are no longer solid. Yeah, you can clip through them. And that's because this area and this whole section is extremely f***ing annoying. Because you have to bother avoiding the spikes, but you have a chance of clipping into the terrible hitbox of these blocks. It's not fun, it's not interesting, so I just made it so that you just have to worry about the timings. The blocks themselves shouldn't kill you unless you're genuinely close. Because there is that there. To account for the fact that you can clip through this now. And then we have this. Which, if I compare an image to the original, and you look at this one now, you will see how different this looks. I redecorated this whole thing. In the sense I redecorated it, I took the essence of Platinum's style, and I just followed his style as much as possible. And yeah, there's just been overall just a bit of quality improvements here and there throughout this section. Not a whole lot done here, except replacing the bus saws with these ones. And before Twitter goes on a stupid rant about the way I did this, yes, I took designs from Platinum's other levels he has released. Yes, he was okay with it. I asked him, and he was pleased with what he saw. It's been 4 months since I worked on Zone and Worlds improvements, so yeah, this has been postponed for quite a bit, mainly because I had to decorate Platinum. But that's already been done now, so I don't have to worry anymore. So yeah, I'll see you on the other side when this is verified. Time to listen to a really shit song for like an hour. Nice! What a classic, looking outside the screen. I love that one. That section, I am not sure how I feel about it. Like, that ball part is so stupid. I don't know why, like, I struggle seeing there. Alright, fine. Why can I not do that shit? It's not that hard. Like, I'm making that look so much harder than it actually is. Man. Oh. Hell. Well, there we go. I finally recorded this. This is the only level out of my entire verification catalog that I messed up the recording. And I guess I can go ahead and talk about this now. Which is that, I remember at the time when I had made, I verified this originally back in 2018, I started freaking out when I realized that I hadn't recorded. Because, like, I even remember, I was telling Nobbleboy about it at the time. I was spam messaging him about it, that I had done it, but I forgot to record. The only thing I had was the end screen. And, yeah, ever since then, that is what spiraled the whole stupid hacking accusations towards me and everything. And they're still going to this day too. Not as much as they used to, far from it. But like, yeah, like, somehow just that one error is what created all of this mess. And it created some of the most depressing episodes I had had in my life. As I was being constantly told off both in real life and from the GD community at the time that I'm just a cheat. And here I am now, a bit more than 4 years later, where I've redone this. And now I've actually recorded it. I verified this, I'm not sure, maybe an hour or so? It took about an hour, I think. A bit more, like a maximum 1 hour and 30 minutes. But yeah. Turns out that next on my list was the Hell Dignity. And, yeah, it's, as you can see, this whole intro is completely different. It looks way different. It's much brighter than it used to be. There's not as much darkness anymore. Way more particles, way more details, just a lot more stuff. Tsuji Futo's part has been given some pulse effects and some changes to the colors and more details overall. Over here, this original deco and this little boss section has been swapped with Zara's decoration here. It also fixes a couple of things. Most notably, though, is the ultra low detail mode issue. For some reason with the old ball, with the decoration that was there, if you pick the ultra low detail mode, the spikes that were on this side, this whole part is removed now. But the spikes that were on this side, for some reason, if you grab the ultra low detail mode, that would immediately just disappear, and it would make this timing free. And I don't understand why that happened. That makes no sense. Like I checked it, there was no group in the ultra low detail mode, or in the low detail mode for that matter, that would suggest that these spikes were to be removed if you picked it up. But for some reason, those objects disappeared. And if anyone wants to look at an old version of Dignity after this has been released, please let me know if you can figure out why that happens, because that is the strangest issue I have ever had in this game ever with a level. But yeah, by redoing the whole section with new decoration, this part is obviously fixed, and it also looks a bit prettier. Finally, at the very end of this, yeah, we have just more of this kind of lava glow and some embers that fly up into the sky, much like in the Hell world, all the way to the end here. And yeah, I'm gonna try to verify it right now. It's not gonna take long, I can tell you that straight away. This is gonna take 20-30 minutes probably. So yeah, I'll be seeing you in an hour probably. Thanks, Steam Overlay, telling me someone is playing Team Fortress 2. Thank you. I appreciate you telling me that. I don't care. For fuck's sake, man. Okay, it's not. No, it's not from the. It's not from the thorn, even though it looks like I'm hitting it, but no, I'm not. Fine, that cube is also a little bit hard. I'll admit to that. Wow, okay. See, there we go. Like, as soon as the game stopped fucking around, and then, like, as soon as it stopped fucking around, and the game did not lag, and the PC didn't crumble for whatever reason. There we go. How long did it take? Yeah, 28 minutes of recording. Just as I thought, it just got annoying. Because my game kept f***ing lagging. Jesus Christ. But yeah. That's another one down. That's the 4th hell level ready for an update. I'll go to one final hell level. And that is the Hell Inferno. Right now it is the 26th of October 2023, and I figure in this one I am going to take care of this, Hate War. Yeah, I decided to update this one. So starting off, we have, this level has been very nerfed, first of all. There's a corner here that used to catch players in certain FPSs that's been fixed. This section has been nerfed. This section has been completely redone. It's meant to be more sync, it's meant to provide with more sync essentially, which I'm pretty sure when you see the actual verification of the level, you're gonna notice that instantly. And this part has been changed a lot, as you can tell already. I feel like majority of the changes are gonna be very noticeable through the sync. Like, this level is now very well set up for having a lot of sync. Like, the music sync is way better. There are some parts that I couldn't really fix that, like these jumps right here. I know some people want me to nerf them, but honestly speaking, skill issue, get good. I'm sorry, like, these are not that hard, just get better at it. This ball part has been changed. Once more for sync, and then this whole ending is so well synced now, I love it. It's genuinely great. And I will just let the sync of the level, when I verify it, speak for itself. Because I reckon this isn't gonna take very long. 10-15 minutes maybe, for me to beat this again. And yeah, see you on the other side. Yeah, there you go. Did that even take... It took 5 minutes. Yeah, there you go. As you probably noticed, I'm not sure if my clicks are picked up or not with this recording, like with these microphone settings, but as hopefully is noticeable, the sync is so much better. I genuinely enjoy the level a fair bit more now than I used to. The only thing that sucks are the jumps at 34, I think they are at. I don't know, I think they are, yeah, 34. Which, that's just Sari nonsense. I had to keep those. Here you go. That's the final version of Hate War. I'm not touching this fucking level again. Now, we are not done re-verifying things. I'm gonna go to another level now. Alright, so next up in the verification catalog is going to be Scardian. Yeah, what I have done is I have improved some optimization. I've had these things, these dragons, the deadly natters, they've had their keyframes slightly improved. They're still not as optimized as I would have liked, but that's because, first off, the game can't take animations of this kind. It can't handle it. And number two, because of how big these animations are, it didn't really matter, unfortunately. But what I did end up with as a result of improving this was that now, instead of making it look like choppy like this, it actually looks kind of smooth because there is a blend animation now because of this attempt at optimizing, which is really, really cool. And aside from that, though, most of the changes visually haven't really happened. I moved a couple of things out of the way, as you can see there. This used to be here. It's been moved down, moved up now to improve the sync. The duels have been made a bit better. Their inconsistencies have been fixed. It's more consistent, it's better synced, everything. Some spikes in these sections have been removed because it made things unnecessarily awkward. And just overall, it's genuine improvements, really. It's just, yeah, just improvements all the way through. Oh, and yeah, one last thing that I forgot to mention. For those of you who know me, I am colorblind. So the colors I used in this level are, or rather were, a mystery to me. I didn't know that the level was red. I thought it was brown. The thing with this section before was that there used to be a hint of blue here, which, with help from a friend of mine who isn't colorblind, it is now all grayscale. But yeah, this is not going to go very long at all. This is going to be very brief. If you've played Scardian before, you're probably going to be able to see the differences as I play with this thing. So, yeah, I'll see you in literally less than 5 minutes, because this is not going to take long at all. That's the one part that's actually hard. Bro, can I stop dying to shit like that? If I die to the wave one more time, I'll officially nerf the wave, because it is easily the hardest part of the whole damn level. Alright, I think it's time to nerf the wave. Do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice. Yeah, okay. Took a bit longer than I would have expected, but yeah. I even nerfed a little bit during all that, and that's probably for the better. That wave was just way too difficult. But yeah, that was Scardian. Should be the final version that I ever make. It shouldn't be updated again. This should be it. Which I'm pleased with it. It's very nice. So, cut to the next recording, me. You got it, me. Here's time for Achondrite. Alright, so this one, I've been given a fair bit of changes. A very massive one in some sections here. First off, probably the biggest change that most people are going to be familiar with is the fact that this spike has been removed. It used to be a spike here, right there. It's been moved up here now. And it's just going to stay there till the end of time because it's going to be forever alone. And I've given a little bit of help to indicate what you're supposed to do. Like, there's a small fade in to indicate there are spikes there, and that these flying things are orbs. And so it seems like some people did not understand that, to my surprise. And this, because this spike was removed, these orb alignments have been changed a little bit as well. This section has been nerfed. Not massively. Like, there's been a couple of things. Like, there's a spike remove here, one spike remove there, a spike remove there. And just a couple of just balancing things overall. But then, however, we have here. Here we have the big boy changes, where... new decoration. I sat here and made all this. So, there used to be some other kind of decoration here. But it's just not... It was so weird. It didn't feel structured right. It was just all over the place, and I wanted that to be changed. We had all this decor here before, and even up here, coming up here later. So instead of just having this mishmash of styles, I figured I'd take this decoration, scrap it, and also improve the optimization, because it was hella laggy here. There are also some stars here are flickering in the sky to help give it more vibrance. And then over here, we have this part as well, which is mostly unchanged until you get here. This little part. And yeah, it ends with a fast-paced flying orb section where you have, I think, every single kind of orb except the black one. And yeah, you just have this whole section to get through. I did not like how this level ended. It felt very anticlimactic. All the gameplay ideas just was thrown at you without any rhyme or reason, and it was just all over the place. So this part has been completely altered to make it way more engaging, way more fun, and just way better in balance of, like, if you want to go for the main path or if you want to go for the coin path. Because in the old version, that coin, this one here, the third coin, was easier to go for than the main path. So yeah, I figured that that's indeed better balanced. But yeah, this one is going to take a little longer than Scardian, but it should not take long. It should be so straightforward. We're going to be done in no time. So I'll see you on the other side when Achondrite has been verified once again. Okay, first fucking attempt. The first death was me just adjusting my headset, and then, yeah, I did this immediately. I love how Scardian took more attempts on this level. Interesting. But there you go, that's Achondrite. I really enjoy playing this level now. It's really fun. It's awesome. That ending is so much better. It's a tough one, but like it's not... It's totally doable. You'll be fine. With Achondrite also verified, that leaves us with the final level to beat. It's gonna be interesting, but... yeah. We'll see what future me do. Alright everyone, we have arrived at the final level to verify. The Hell Inferno, again. This one has been given a pretty big overhaul. This has been nerfed, redecorated, rebalanced, everything. There's so many changes to it. So we start with this right here. This section, which is pretty infamous, I would say. It's probably the worst gameplay part in the level, and that's because it's made by Son. This is his stuff. So up until here. And then everything else is pretty alright. And yeah, as you can see here immediately, there's a change. A pretty big one. So there's a big background here, which you'll see in the verification, obviously. This part has been slightly nerfed and one click has been removed because I hated this ball. It sucks. It's better now, but I hated that ball. These orbs have been moved, so it's easier to do it. And yeah, this part has been given some pulses. These have had gameplay fixes, like this structure has been extended a little bit. And other fixes like that. But then we have my part, my first one in this level, and yeah, it's been given a brand new overhaul. The decoration is updated so that the lava looks much better, I would like to believe, and that these black structures have a texture now. And yeah, it's inspired by the inside of an active kiln, which was the concept I had in mind back when I made this, but the concept wasn't communicated that well. So I feel like this structure, the surfaces and the lava is able to communicate that a whole lot better now. I am very pleased with this. And then after this, we have this part, which I believe has had over 10,000 objects optimized away from it. This was such a laggy part for no damn reason at all. And here, it has been made better. It's nowhere near laggy now. And yeah, it's also been nerfed in places. There used to be a spike there, that's been removed. There used to be a spike here, that's also been removed. This is pretty much just overall a better part. Not visually perhaps, but I'm not gonna bother with adding like a meta change, whatever this community likes to call it. Because at this point I honestly think that decorating it like this is more unique than whatever the meta is doing right now. Which is kind of sad really, that these parts are able to stand out to stuff that comes years later. This ball right here has been nerfed. It's these spikes are moved closer. They are not... They used to be like that, I think. It's such a mean thing to add, and it's just like, nah, f*** off. I was an asshole for putting that there. But yeah, I will not be making any more changes. This will be the last verification that I touch. It's the 28th of October now. I think it's definitely time that the community sees these updates. They have been coming, they have been pending for a long time now. And it's really nice to just say, this small project is complete. It's time to release everything. So, yeah, let's jump to the part of the video where it has now been verified. There's actually one thing I probably should do, because I can already feel the performance weighing it down. I should, honestly... There's a couple of these objects, which, honestly speaking, I probably should just get rid of them. Because they are... There aren't a lot of objects here, but they are laggy. I'm gonna leave it like this, because it's just... It's not really... It's not the end of the world to have it like that. I think it's fine. So I'm gonna have a look again. I could have honestly verified it when I got to my part there, but I decided to be stupid, so... Bruh, why do I die there so much? That fucking part. I still don't like that ship. I know that's also Son gameplay, and I don't like it. I don't know what to do with it, because it's just like, I know I've been requested to nerf it, and I kind of want to, but like, I don't know what to do. Like, aside from like moving it down, like, hang on, I've been wanting to nerf it, let's just do it. Like, I don't care anymore, it's just like, I don't give a crap about how difficult these levels have to be, or whatever the hell. I mean, yeah, the gaps are way bigger now, so that's nice. And I think I prefer that, because like this... I get why I included this in the level, but at the same time, the ship isn't a good game mode for that kind of thing. It's just not. It's never been good and never will be good. For those who are also so outraged at what the bulk click is, to describe it, it's more or less, yeah, it's a sinker. What's a sinker, you may ask? It's essentially a cluster of portals stacked on top of each other. And what that does is that it creates an instant elevation towards the direction you've arranged the sinker towards. So instead of it being a normal gravity portal, it immediately throws you back up. It's an old school gimmick. I hate this game mode. I hate ship so much. It's the worst game mode in the game. I never ever am in control of this stupid thing. I was not in the right headspace to do this today. That was getting on my nerves so badly. Is it better to play? Yes. A lot, actually. It's a lot better. But there's so many things that went wrong during that whole session. It took about as long as I expected. It took about an hour. A bit more than an hour, like 1.5. I am not in the right headspace or in the right mood to give you an accurate description of how this is like. Like, I think maybe it's also the pressure. Like, my hands are shaking. Like, genuinely shaking. I have beaten this level before. And even now, like, or rather now, I'm shaking. Because I did not want to play today. I wanted to do this yesterday, on the 27th. I didn't get to, because I realized when I had done, like, low detail mode, I was checking if that was all working properly. It was still laggy. Like, I had to fix that. I'm glad it's done. And I genuinely think this is a much better level than it was before. But just, I don't give a shit about anything right now. And for those people who say that the ship game mode is the most consistent for them, you can take that opinion and stick it up your ass. I'm gonna say one thing actually before ending off. The Hell Trinity will be getting a small update that I'm not gonna verify. It takes Deovices' part, And the one issue with the transition, basically what it does is that it fixes it. All it does is that it's the exact same gameplay, it's just the camera placement is much better. So yeah, that is me signing off. I'll give you a more rundown of wherever I'm gonna end with this video. I don't know, I don't give a crap right now, get me out. And here we are once again. This has been a long time coming. But I finally got this small project out of the way, and thank God, because I was getting really tired of doing this towards the end. It is really nice to just have this out of the way and not needing to worry about it anymore. But now, I know what some of you are thinking. What about that remake of Your Storm? You know, that one. Yeah, don't worry, I haven't forgotten it. Okay, so obviously that level is easily the one that actually requires the most work if I want to see that level being improved. The level itself technically isn't ugly, but the lack of proper hosting management, blend of different creator styles, and a horrible balance of gameplay overall lands the Hell Origin as a pretty clear winner as my worst rated level on my account. And the sad thing about it is I would unironically defend some of the parts in this level. The second half of Origin has some genuinely great decoration for its time, whereas the first half is a complete train wreck comparison. Most of the time, this isn't any of the creators' fault, it's mainly me who wasn't collecting the right creators to be right next to each other. And because of how much overwhelming amount of work would be necessary to actually fix this level, I genuinely believe that attempting to improve the Hell Origin is worthy of a video on its own, since the effort required is gigantic compared to the other level updates I've done. I don't have it in me to continue a video idea that I started back in November 2022. For now, I am done. I have nearly re-verified my entire level catalog, which I suppose goes to show how far I've come as a player if I'm able to do all of that like it's nothing now. But what I can say is, this will not be the last time you see me mention the Hell series. There's a fair few things left that needs closure in that series, and that will be for another video in the future. As of now, this concludes the end of this project attempting to improve the levels I have released. It definitely feels a lot better to see some of these levels in a better light than they previously were, and even though they don't anywhere near reflect my standards today, they are definitely an okay attempt. And as such, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.